Hello everybody, and welcome to my barn this afternoon for a little virtual barn trip. Um, this afternoon I'd like to share with you some of the things that I look at for our Thriantas. I have with me today a little junior buck that's about 12 to 14 weeks old, and we'll kind of start looking him over as we would as we try to make decisions about what's the right future for him. I like to start with the head first, looking at the ears. Our Thrianta should have short and well-rounded ears. However, one of the things that I find in the younger rabbits are that sometimes their ears grow first and then their heads and bodies grow into it. So I'm happy with his ears at this point. They are nice and thick and well-furred. And see if he'll cooperate. Kind of open this up, nice and spoon-shaped ear on him. I have checked his eyes. His eyes are nice and dark brown. I've also already checked his bite, which is good. So I begin to look at his head. He has nice width across his forehead, and I think a very promising head that by the time he's 9 months, he should develop further and have some nice, big, prominent cheeks that we like to see on this rabbit. So the next thing I kind of do is I kind of look at how they stand on their body. Are their legs straight? I like nice, straight front legs that when you pick them up and put them down, they land right underneath the rabbit. And I like to look at their rear legs, actually when they're on the move, so that I can see how they are naturally. Because sometimes when you pick them up or you pose them, they're not as natural. So one of the big things that we've been working on in our rabbits are top line. We've had some issues with long and low shoulders, so we have been trying to selectively breed for better shoulders. So for this guy, his shoulders are right here, and we're hoping to have the top line begin to rise right off of his shoulders and rise into well-rounded hindquarters. They should, for us to be rounded, would not like to feel the hip bones or the pin bones. Like to have a nice covering of flesh on their hindquarters. So see if I can kind of get this guy to pose a little bit. Posing is something that's really a challenge for us in Thriantas. The standard states that they should be posed in a natural position, that their head should not be pushed to the table, nor should their hindquarters be rolled up into a ball. Their hind legs should be just underneath their hips, and their front legs underneath the shoulders. However, I think many judges get in a hurry. They're so used to judging compact rabbits that they grab their heads and push them to the table, and then push their hips up into a ball, and then make comments based on them compared to other breeds of different kinds of body types. So I prefer, and as we say, it's everybody's opinion, for them just to be able to be natural on their own, and I really feel like I can get a better evaluation of the rabbit. So as you can see, this guy has a really nice top line that starts right up off of that shoulder. The shoulder is a little bit higher than some of our previous rabbits, which is what we have been selectively breeding for. And so I'm going to try flipping him over with a lot of drama. As I say, he's really young and hasn't had as much maybe handling, especially showing off for the camera, as we would like. So one of the things that we want to do is definitely evaluate the nails and the body, underbody color. So the nails should be horn color. Basically, they just should not be clear so that you can see through them. And as again, they should have all their nails. So one of the things we're hoping that this red extends all the way down into the body. He is just losing baby coat and getting adult coat. Would like to see him carry a little bit more red through the body, all of the way of the undercarriage and into his hind legs. But we're definitely going to give him some more time at that. When I evaluate his coat, he has beautiful bright red color. When you stroke his coat, it is just as smooth as glass, maybe grass, not sure. He has a nice gentle rollback. And then we also like to blow into the coat to see how far the red extends in the coat. The closer to the skin, the better. That will also develop, if you're evaluating young rabbits, that also develops as they get their adult coat. So I'm going to blow into his coat. And as I suspected, I hope you can see that on camera. See if I can get him a little closer. Not bad. But definitely as he grows and matures, we're going to be looking in terms of thinking about whether he stays in our herd or what does would be good for him. We're going to be looking at how deep that red color goes. So at this point, this is a guy that we're going to continue to watch. He has some very strong characteristics that we've been looking for in our breeding program. So we will try to keep him as long as, sorry, he's bouncing the camera around. We're going to try and keep him as long as we can. We at least like to have them to evaluate around 5 months when we can tell a little bit more. If we have room, we like to keep them at least until they're 9 months. So that we can have a good understanding of their full potential. So thank you for joining me on my virtual barn chat. Bye.